Welcome back. Tonight, we're taking a road trip to the top 10 US states that travelers often skip. Grab a snack and get comfy. Let's count down America's most surprisingly empty states. Number 10 is Alaska. Known as the last frontier, Alaska is a land of extremes. Extreme beauty, extreme wilderness, and unfortunately extreme costs. It's a place that captures the imagination of adventurers and dreamers alike, promising untamed landscapes and experiences you simply can't find anywhere else in the United States. It's jaw-droppingly beautiful, glaciers that stretch for miles, wild bears fishing for salmon in crystal-clear rivers, and the magical northern lights painting the sky in vibrant colors. The sheer scale of Alaska's natural wonders is almost overwhelming. From snow-capped peaks to endless forests, every corner of this state feels like a scene from a nature documentary. But getting there is a challenge. Alaska's vastness means that travel isn't just about hopping in a car and driving a few hours. Many places are only accessible by small planes, ferries, or long, lonely highways that wind through remote wilderness. The journey itself can be an adventure, but it's not for the faint of heart. Alaska's remoteness means expensive flights and long drives, making it tough for most travelers. Plane tickets to Anchorage or Fairbanks can cost several times more than flights to other US destinations, especially during peak travel seasons. Once you arrive, you'll find that even basic transportation like renting a car or catching a shuttle can quickly add up. The cost of everything, from hotels to groceries, is much higher than the rest of the US because so much has to be shipped in from thousands of miles away. Prices for food, fuel, and lodging can be shockingly steep. Even a simple meal or a night in a modest hotel can feel like a splurge. For budget travelers, Alaska can be a real test of financial planning. Its sheer size is intimidating. You can't just see it all in a weekend. Alaska is more than twice the size of Texas, and its most famous sites are often separated by hundreds of miles. Planning a trip here means making tough choices about what to see and do, and accepting that you'll only scratch the surface no matter how long you stay. For many, Alaska stays a dream destination, amazing but out of reach. The combination of high costs, long travel times, and logistical hurdles means that visiting Alaska remains on the bucket list for countless people. It's a place people fantasize about, imagining themselves exploring its wild beauty. But for most, it remains just that, a dream. But if you make it, the experience is unforgettable. Those who brave the journey and the expense are rewarded with memories that last a lifetime. Standing beneath the dancing auroras, hiking through untouched wilderness, and feeling the raw power of nature all around you. Alaska may be costly and challenging to reach, but for those who go, it's truly the adventure of a lifetime. Number 9 is Idaho. Yes, it's famous for potatoes, but it's packed with hidden gems, mountains, wild rivers, and untouched wilderness. Idaho's branding as an agricultural state keeps it off most adventure lists. It lacks a major airport, so you have to want to go there. That extra effort means quiet trails and a sense of discovery. For those who visit, Idaho feels like a secret slice of the American West. It's the definition of an underrated state. Number 8 on our list is West Virginia. Almost heaven, as the famous John Denver song goes, and it's easy to see why. This state is a breathtaking tapestry of rolling hills, misty valleys, and endless stretches of forest that seem to go on forever. At sunrise, the Appalachian Mountains glow with a golden light, painting a picture that feels almost otherworldly. The natural beauty here is undeniable, and for those who venture in, it's a place that can truly take your breath away. West Virginia is home to some of the most stunning landscapes in the eastern United States. The New River Gorge National Park, with its dramatic cliffs and iconic bridge, draws adventurers from around the world for whitewater rafting, rock climbing, and hiking. The dense forests and rolling hills are a haven for wildlife and outdoor enthusiasts alike. Yet despite all this, the state remains largely untouched by mass tourism. The reason? West Virginia's history is deeply tied to coal mining, and the economic struggles that followed the industry's decline have left their mark. Many towns bear the scars of lost jobs and shuttered businesses, and the state's reputation as a coal country often overshadows its natural wonders. For many potential visitors, these challenges create a perception that West Virginia is a place to pass through, not a destination to explore. Accessibility is another hurdle. West Virginia is crisscrossed by winding mountain roads that can be both beautiful and daunting to navigate. There's no major city to serve as a tourist hub, and public transportation options are limited. For travelers used to big airports and bustling urban centers, Getting here requires a bit more effort and a willingness to embrace the journey as part of the adventure. Instead of sprawling cities, West Virginia is a patchwork of small, tight-knit communities. Each town has its own unique charm, from historic main streets lined with mom-and-pop shops to cozy diners serving up homemade comfort food. But without the draw of big attractions or flashy resorts, the state doesn't attract the crowds you might find elsewhere. The contrast here is striking. The vibrant colors of autumn leaves against the backdrop of weathered buildings tell a story of resilience and quiet beauty. The challenges are real, but so is the sense of pride and community that runs deep through these hills. For those willing to look beyond the surface, West Virginia is a hidden gem. Its rivers invite kayakers and anglers, its trails beckon hikers and explorers, and its peaceful countryside offers a retreat from the noise of modern life. It's a place waiting for more visitors to discover its charm, a slice of almost heaven that's just off the beaten path, ready to welcome those who seek something real and unforgettable. Number 7 is Nebraska, often dismissed as just cornfields. But the Great Plains have a quiet beauty, endless skies, epic sunsets, and unique places like the Sandhills. Nebraska's rural character and lack of flashy attractions keep crowds away. Its history is rich. The Oregon Trail runs right through it. It's a state for those who appreciate peace, history, and wide open spaces. Nebraska isn't flashy, but it's authentic. For those who give it a chance, the good life is real. Number 6 is Delaware, the second smallest state, squeezed between bigger neighbors. It lacks a major attraction, so most people just pass through on I-95. Delaware's beaches and tax-free shopping are local favorites, but not national draws. It's overshadowed by nearby cities like Philadelphia and Baltimore. Delaware is full of quiet charm and history, but it's easy to miss. It's the quiet kid in a loud classroom. Number 5 is Montana, big sky country. It's huge with some of the world's best scenery, but very few people. Outside Yellowstone and Glacier, the state is vast and empty. Exploring Montana means long drives and lots of solitude. It's not built for mass tourism, fewer hotels, fewer crowds. Most visitors see only a tiny slice. The rest of Montana remains wild and largely undiscovered. Number 4 is South Dakota, known for Mount Rushmore. Most visitors check off the monument and leave, missing the Badlands, Custer State Park, and the Black Hills. The state's remote location keeps it off most travel itineraries. Its other attractions are overshadowed by Mount Rushmore's fame. South Dakota is full of contrasts, quirky towns, wild landscapes, and deep history. It's more than a pit stop, it's a destination in its own right. Don't miss the forest for the famous faces. Number 3 is North Dakota, one of the least visited and least populated states. Its northern location and harsh winters limit the tourist season. There aren't many big attractions, but the beauty is subtle. Theodore Roosevelt National Park is a hidden gem, full of wildlife and history. The state's unique cultural heritage shines in its festivals and food. North Dakota is peaceful and quiet, a true escape for those who seek solitude. Its remoteness is both its challenge and its charm. Number 2 is Vermont, famous for maple syrup and fall foliage. It's small, rural, and intentionally low-key, with no big cities or theme parks. Vermont's tourism is about small inns, country roads, and quiet villages. It's a place to slow down, not to chase crowds. The state's strict preservation keeps it peaceful and beautiful. Visitor numbers are low by design, not by accident. Vermont is a gentle escape, not a tourist hotspot. And at number 1, it's Wyoming, the cowboy state. This is a place where the spirit of the American West is not just a memory, but a living, breathing reality. As you cross the state line, you're greeted by wide open skies, endless horizons, and a sense of freedom that's hard to find anywhere else in the country. Wyoming is home to some of the most iconic natural wonders in the United States. Yellowstone National Park, with its erupting geysers and roaming bison, draws millions of visitors from around the world. The jagged peaks of the Grand Teton mountain range rise dramatically above the plains, offering breathtaking views and endless opportunities for adventure. And then there's Devil's Tower, a mysterious monolith that has inspired legends for centuries. These world-famous sites are just the beginning of what Wyoming has to offer. But step outside the boundaries of these parks, and you'll discover a different side of Wyoming. Here, the land stretches on for miles, seemingly untouched by time or human hands. The vast empty plains roll out beneath an endless sky, creating a sense of solitude and peace that's hard to describe. It's a place where you can drive for hours without seeing another soul, where the silence is broken only by the wind and the distant call of a hawk. Wyoming is the least populated state in America, with just over 500,000 residents spread across nearly 100,000 square miles. That means there's more room to roam here than almost anywhere else. The high plains and rugged mountains dominate the landscape, offering endless opportunities for exploration and adventure. Whether you're hiking, horseback riding, or simply taking in the view, you'll feel like you have the whole state to yourself. Towns in Wyoming are few and far between, often separated by long stretches of open road. When you do come across a town, you'll find that the Old West spirit is alive and well. Many communities still celebrate their cowboy heritage with rodeos, Western architecture, and a friendly, down-to-earth vibe that makes visitors feel right at home. It's a place where neighbors look out for each other, and where tradition is cherished. Most visitors to Wyoming stick to the famous parks, never venturing beyond the well-trodden paths. But the real Wyoming lies beyond the crowds, in the quiet corners and hidden valleys that few ever see. If you're willing to explore, you'll find a state that's full of surprises, where adventure awaits around every bend, and where the landscape is as wild and untamed as it was centuries ago. Wyoming's wild, untamed nature is what truly sets it apart. Herds of pronghorn antelope race across the open plains, while eagles soar overhead and rivers wind through untouched wilderness. It's a place where nature still rules, and where you can experience the raw beauty of the American West in its purest form. In the end, Wyoming is America's most surprisingly empty state, a land of vast spaces, rugged beauty, and a spirit of adventure that calls to those who crave something different. If you're looking for a place to escape the crowds and reconnect with nature, there's nowhere quite like Wyoming. That's our list. From Alaska's wilds to Vermont's quiet roads, so much of America remains undiscovered. Have you visited any of these states, or do you have a hidden gem to share? Let us know in the comments. If you love exploring the overlooked, subscribe for more adventures. Thanks for watching. See you next time.